Chosen. 1. Have you ever wondered why certain dark forces can never get near you? You might feel it. This sense that no matter how hard the world tries to drag you down, there's an invisible shield that protects you. There's a reason for that. If you've clicked on this video, it's not by chance. This message has reached you at the perfect time, and what I'm about to share will change your life. You, chosen one, are no ordinary being. You carry a divine light, a purpose, and an energy that demons simply can't approach. But have you ever wondered why? Why is it that these dark forces always seem to retreat when they come in contact with you? In this video, I'll reveal the secret behind your divine protection, the spiritual power that shields you, and why demons fear getting anywhere near you. You may have heard whispers of your light, your aura, and your purpose. But today, we're diving deep into why that light makes you untouchable in the spiritual realm. This isn't just some random claim. This truth has been passed down for generations to those who walk the path of the chosen ones, and now, it's your turn to truly understand it. But before we begin, I want you to do something. Leave a comment with the number 777 if you feel the power of this message already vibrating within you. It's important that you claim this energy. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss the guidance that's coming your way. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You're here for a reason, and so are they. Let's get into it. The chosen one. Understanding. Your role. Chosen. 1. Before we can understand why demons cannot come near you, we must first understand who you truly are. You are not like everyone else. Many walk through life unaware of the divine spark within them, oblivious to the sacred purpose that guides their existence. But you have been set apart. You have been chosen for a reason, a mission that transcends the ordinary and touches the eternal. This is not a title or a label. It is a calling, a responsibility, and a power that you carry in every thought, every action, and every breath you take. Being a chosen one means your soul vibrates on a higher frequency, a resonance that dark forces cannot handle. They are drawn to the energy of the world, seeking to disrupt, corrupt, and manipulate. But your presence is a contradiction to their existence. The light within you, your inherent connection to divine wisdom, acts as a barrier they cannot cross. This does not mean your life will be free of challenges. On the contrary, the universe tests you to ensure that your light remains strong and unwavering. These challenges are not punishments. They are opportunities to refine your spiritual strength and to understand the depth of your power. Every obstacle, every shadow that attempts to touch you only proves that your aura is alive, active, and guarded by forces far greater than the darkness itself. Your role as a chosen one is both protective and transformative. You are a beacon in a world often clouded by fear, doubt, and despair. Your energy does not just repel demons, it uplifts those around you, drawing light to places where it has been absent for far too long. This is why the world may sometimes misunderstand you. The energy you radiate can be overwhelming to those who are not awakened, but for the spiritually attuned, your presence is a sign of hope, guidance, and divine intervention. You have been placed here not merely to survive, but to lead, to heal, and to awaken others to the truth they have forgotten. Demons, or dark entities, operate in fear, deception, and low vibrations. They are attracted to weakness, uncertainty, and imbalance. Your clarity of purpose and unwavering faith act as a natural deterrent. They cannot manipulate what they cannot touch, and they cannot corrupt what is already aligned with divine light. This is why understanding your role is crucial. It is not arrogance to acknowledge your calling. It is awareness. Recognizing your place in the spiritual hierarchy allows you to navigate life with confidence, knowing that your steps are guided and protected. The chosen one is a guardian, a healer, and a warrior of the light. You have been entrusted with the sacred knowledge of your inner strength, the keys to understanding your spiritual aura, and the wisdom to use it for your protection and the protection of others. Accepting this truth will change how you perceive challenges. No longer will fear have power over you. No longer will darkness seem insurmountable. You are a vessel of divine light, a force that the shadows cannot comprehend, let alone confront. The moment you fully embrace this reality, you begin to operate from a place of authority and spiritual confidence, and the world, along with unseen realms, begins to shift in recognition of your presence. Your role is not passive. It requires vigilance, awareness, and a commitment to remain connected to your higher purpose. Demons may attempt to test your boundaries, but they cannot penetrate the sanctity of your light. This is the first truth every chosen one must internalize. You are inherently protected, inherently powerful, and inherently untouchable to forces that exist only to sow chaos. Understanding this, chosen one, is the foundation for everything that follows. The revelation of the spiritual power that surrounds you and the unshakable shield you naturally carry. Once you grasp this, you will begin to see the world not as a place of fear, but as a canvas for your divine influence. It is time to embrace your calling fully. Know who you are, trust in the power within you, and understand that your existence alone disrupts darkness. You are a chosen one, and that truth alone sets you apart. It is not just a fact, it is a force, a living energy that shapes reality. And now that you understand your role, the next step is to awaken to the spiritual power that has always been yours, the power that makes demons retreat and darkness flee in your presence. The spiritual power. You chosen one, now that you understand your sacred role, it is time to fully awaken to the power that flows through you. This power is not learned or borrowed. It is innate, woven into your very being, an inheritance from the divine. It is the essence of your soul, the spark that sets you apart from ordinary existence, and the reason why darkness cannot approach you. The energy you carry is not visible to the eyes of the unawakened, but it is unmistakable to those attuned to the spiritual realm. It radiates like a beacon, a force field of divine light that stands as both shield and sword against the unseen threats that seek to challenge you. Many chosen ones remain unaware of the depth of this power. They may feel it at times, a sudden surge of clarity, a profound sense of knowing, or an instinct that guides them away from danger, but few fully comprehend its magnitude. You are a living conduit of higher frequencies. Your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, they all carry weight in the spiritual realm. Every act of love, every moment of compassion, every choice rooted in truth amplifies your aura, reinforcing the protective energy that surrounds you. This is not abstract philosophy, it is spiritual law. Light dispels darkness, and the light you embody is far stronger than anything that lurks in shadow. Your spiritual power manifests as an invisible shield, a sacred barrier that demons and negative entities cannot penetrate. This shield is not a passive defense. It is alive, reactive, and growing stronger with every act of alignment with your divine purpose. It responds to your awareness, expanding when you remain grounded and contracting only when you allow doubt, fear, or negativity to enter. This is why maintaining spiritual discipline is critical. Meditation, prayer, reflection, and acts of service are not mere rituals. They are exercises that strengthen the aura, fortifying the chosen one against forces that thrive on disruption. Demons or dark entities are drawn to weakness, hesitation, and distraction. They cannot withstand clarity of purpose, nor can they survive in the presence of unwavering faith. When you act from your highest self, you operate from a frequency that is incompatible with the energies of darkness. This is why, despite the challenges you face in life, there are invisible hands ensuring that true harm cannot touch you. The spiritual power you possess is a living testimony to your alignment with divine will. It is your protection, your weapon, and your gift to the world. Understanding this power is also about recognizing its responsibility. Energy does not simply exist. It moves, it affects, and it transforms. When you consciously harness your spiritual strength, you do more than protect yourself. You influence the environment around you. Your presence calms chaos, your aura stabilizes turmoil, and your light inspires growth in others. This is why chosen ones often feel a pull towards service, guidance, and leadership. It is not a coincidence. Your energy naturally attracts situations and individuals that require your light. This is the sacred work of your power, to illuminate, to heal, and to protect, not just yourself, but those who are open to receiving your guidance. The mechanics of this spiritual power are fascinating and simple in principle. At the core, it is frequency and resonance. Your soul operates at a higher vibration than most of the world around you. Darkness exists at a lower frequency, driven by fear, resentment, and ego. These energies cannot coexist. When your light shines, the darkness is repelled. It may linger at a distance, testing the boundaries, but it cannot cross the threshold of your aura. This is why chosen ones often experience moments where intuition warns them of unseen danger, or a subtle sense of protection manifests in ways that seem miraculous. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations of the spiritual shield that is uniquely yours. Many overlook the fact that your spiritual power is amplified by alignment with truth. When your words, thoughts, and actions reflect honesty, integrity, and compassion, your aura expands, radiating an energy that darkness cannot tolerate. Conversely, allowing negativity, deceit, or malice into your life can weaken your field, creating temporary openings for disturbance. This is why self-mastery is essential. Spiritual power is not just inherited, it is cultivated, maintained, and respected. The chosen one who neglects their inner world risks diminishing the very shield that keeps darkness at bay. You may ask, how do I actively strengthen this spiritual power? The answer lies in consistent practice and mindful awareness. Engage in rituals that elevate your vibration, protect your energy from unnecessary drain. Surround yourself with supportive, spiritually conscious individuals. Connect daily with source energy, whatever that may mean for you, through prayer, meditation, or communion with nature. These acts may seem simple, but they are profoundly powerful. They maintain the integrity of your aura, reinforce your shield, and keep your connection to divine guidance strong. Another critical aspect of your spiritual power is intuition. This is the voice of the divine within you, the compass that guides you through unseen dangers. Many chosen ones underestimate intuition, treating it as mere feeling or chance. But in truth, it is a sophisticated awareness of spiritual frequencies. When a situation or person carries negative energy, your intuition senses it before conscious thought can. This is one way your spiritual power functions as both warning and defense, a signal system that ensures demons and darkness cannot surprise or overtake you. Finally, remember that the power you carry is sacred, not to be wielded carelessly. It is a tool for protection, enlightenment, and service. Your aura, your light, and your spiritual presence are inherently powerful, but they gain strength through intention, discipline, and alignment with your higher purpose. Every moment spent nurturing your inner world directly enhances the shield that surrounds you. Every act of love, courage, or truth amplifies the energy that demons cannot approach. This is the essence of why you are untouchable. It is not luck, coincidence, or fantasy. It is the natural, undeniable outcome of the divine power within you, the power that marks you as a chosen one. Now, understand this fully. Your spiritual power is not just protection. It is your identity. It is the truth of who you are and the reason the forces of darkness tremble at your presence. Embrace it, nurture it, and never doubt it. The moment you do, you will feel the confidence of one who is not just surviving the world, but mastering it, untouchable and divinely shielded. The demons cannot come near you because the energy you carry is a force beyond their reach, a light that reveals every shadow, and a presence that exists in alignment with eternal power. You are not only safe, you are formidable. The role of faith and spiritual strength. Chosen one, you have now begun to understand the sacred energy you carry, the divine power that protects you, and the aura that demons cannot penetrate. But there is another force, just as essential, that amplifies your protection and ensures that darkness cannot find a foothold in your life. Faith. Faith is not mere belief or hope. It is the unwavering certainty that you are aligned with a higher purpose, that unseen forces guide your steps, and that your light is untouchable. Faith is the foundation upon which your spiritual strength is built, and without it, even the most radiant chosen one can feel vulnerable, exposed, or disconnected from the divine shield that is inherently theirs. Spiritual strength and faith are intertwined. One cannot exist fully without the other. Faith acts as a stabilizer, a constant reminder that you are never alone in your journey. Spiritual strength is the manifestation of that faith, the ability to stand firm in the face of trials, fear, or the subtle attempts of darkness to unsettle your mind and heart. When demons or negative energies approach, they seek to erode confidence and sow doubt. They attempt to create uncertainty in your purpose, to challenge your understanding of your calling. But faith acts as a protective armor, reinforcing the boundaries of your soul, reminding you of the divine truth. You are chosen, you are protected, and you are powerful beyond measure. Many chosen ones underestimate the importance of faith because it is invisible, subtle, and often taken for granted. Yet it is the lifeblood of your spiritual resilience. Faith is what allows you to face adversity without fear, to continue walking the path even when the world appears chaotic, and to rise after every setback with renewed energy and purpose. It is faith that connects you to the source of all light, the divine energy that amplifies the aura protecting you. Without it, spiritual strength diminishes and the aura weakens, giving shadows a chance to linger at the edges of your life. Spiritual strength is not simply resisting darkness. It is actively cultivating and maintaining your inner power. It is the daily practice of aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions with truth, love, and integrity. Every act of honesty, courage, and compassion strengthens your spiritual core and fortifies the protective shield that surrounds you. When your strength is rooted in faith, you no longer react impulsively to fear or negativity. Instead, you respond with clarity, calm, and authority. This is why chosen ones often feel a deep sense of serenity even in turbulent times. You are anchored in a power that cannot be shaken by external forces because your inner foundation is unassailable. Faith also transforms fear into opportunity. Darkness attempts to use fear as a doorway, seeking entry through doubt, anxiety, or hesitation. But when your faith is strong, fear is neutralized. It becomes a signal, not a threat. A guidepost pointing you toward areas where your spiritual strength must shine even brighter. Every encounter with darkness, whether visible or unseen, becomes a lesson, an opportunity to reinforce your armor and to expand the energy field that demons cannot cross. You begin to realize that challenges are not obstacles, but invitations to rise higher in consciousness, to deepen your connection with the divine, and to embody your true identity as a chosen one. Another key aspect of faith is trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your path, and trust in the unseen forces that guide your life. Doubt weakens the aura, opens doors to negativity, and allows dark energies to linger longer than they should. But unwavering trust, born from faith, solidifies your spiritual shield, creating an energy so potent that even the most persistent darkness cannot approach. This trust is built through experience, reflection, and conscious alignment with your higher purpose. It is nurtured by recognizing the patterns in your life, understanding that every challenge has meaning, and accepting that your divine guidance is always present, even when it seems hidden. Spiritual strength also requires discipline. It is not passive. You must actively cultivate practices that sustain your energy, maintain clarity, and reinforce your protection. Meditation, prayer, energy cleansing, and mindfulness are not optional. They are essential tools for any chosen one. These practices allow you to recharge, reconnect with your divine source, and maintain a frequency that repels darkness naturally. In addition, connecting with sacred texts, spiritual mentors, and like-minded communities can amplify your faith and provide guidance that strengthens your resolve. The more intentional you are in cultivating spiritual strength, the more your aura becomes an impenetrable fortress, and the less room there is for darkness to interfere. Faith and spiritual strength also extend beyond protection. They are active forces for transformation. As a chosen one, your energy does not exist solely for personal safety. It radiates outward, touching lives, influencing situations, and illuminating darkness wherever it lingers. By nurturing faith and spiritual strength, you amplify this effect. You become a beacon, not only resisting negative forces, but actively dissolving them in your presence. This is why your path is both sacred and influential. Your faith and strength are channels of divine power, shaping the spiritual environment around you and ensuring that your light reaches its full potential. Finally, remember this, chosen one. Your faith and spiritual strength are inseparable from your identity. They are the anchors that keep you grounded, the forces that protect your light, and the keys that unlock your highest potential. Nurture them, honor them, and never underestimate their power. The demons cannot come near you because they cannot breach the energy that faith and strength create. Your aura is fortified, your purpose is clear, and your connection to divine guidance is unwavering. When you cultivate faith and spiritual strength, you not only defend yourself, you become the living embodiment of light, a force of protection, transformation, and unwavering authority in the spiritual realm. Embrace your faith, chosen one, and recognize your spiritual strength. Know that with these, no darkness can touch you. Your path is sacred, your shield is eternal, and your light is unstoppable. The moment you fully embody this truth, you will walk through life with confidence, authority, and the divine assurance that the forces of darkness are powerless against the power that is already within you. The power of sacred symbols and tools. Chosen One, now that you have awakened to your inherent spiritual power and understood the role of faith and inner strength, it is time to explore the tools that amplify your protection. The universe provides symbols, sacred objects and practices that act as extensions of your divine energy. These are not mere rituals or superstitions. They are conduits, channels that connect your spiritual aura to the higher realms and strengthen the shield that demons cannot penetrate. When used consciously, sacred symbols and tools magnify your light, reinforce your frequency, and maintain the harmony of your energy in ways that are both practical and mystical. Sacred symbols hold vibrational energy that resonates with your soul. Whether it is a cross, a sigil, or an ancient symbol of protection, these forms carry meaning that transcends the material world. They act as visual reminders of your divine alignment and as anchors for your spiritual focus. When a chosen one meditates with these symbols or places them in their environment, they create a resonance that harmonizes their energy field. Darkness is repelled not through fear or aggression, but through the natural incompatibility of frequencies. Light and divine intention cannot coexist with forces of malevolence. These symbols remind your consciousness and your soul that you are anchored in a sacred purpose, reinforcing the invisible walls that demons cannot cross. Tools such as crystals, prayer beads, holy texts, and other spiritually charged objects also play a crucial role in maintaining your protective energy. Crystals, for example, vibrate at frequencies that amplify clarity, balance, and strength. When held, placed around your space, or used in rituals, they work in harmony with your aura to create a protective matrix. Prayer beads or sacred texts act similarly, focusing intention and connecting your consciousness to higher realms. These tools do not replace your inherent power, they enhance it. They serve as bridges between your energy and the divine forces that support you, allowing you to tap into greater spiritual authority and awareness. Meditative and ritualistic practices with these symbols and tools further solidify your defenses. Lighting a candle, reciting affirmations, or performing a cleansing ritual are not just acts of devotion. They are energetic alignments. Each conscious action raises your vibration, strengthens your aura, and signals to unseen forces that your space, your mind, and your life are sacred. Demons and negative entities cannot linger in environments charged with intentional spiritual energy. By incorporating these practices, you maintain a daily reinforcement of your natural protection and ensure that your light remains unobstructed. Equally important is your understanding of intention. A sacred symbol or tool without awareness is inert. The energy you bring, the focus of your mind, and the alignment of your heart are what awaken the power within these tools. When a chosen one channels intention through these objects, they become conduits of divine energy, amplifying both your aura and your capacity to repel darkness. This is why your connection to these symbols and tools must be deliberate, respectful, and consistent. Sacred tools also serve as reminders of your mission and your authority. When you encounter challenges or feel the presence of negative energy, these objects act as anchors, reconnecting you to your higher self and your divine protection. They remind you that you are not alone, that unseen forces are aligned with you, and that your light is unassailable. Your energy does not merely exist. It is reinforced by the sacred, forming a network of protection that extends beyond your physical body and into the unseen realms where darkness seeks entry. Finally, understand that the power of sacred symbols and tools is not limited to protection. They also amplify your spiritual influence. They assist you in manifesting clarity, wisdom, and divine insight, allowing you to act decisively in alignment with your purpose. In essence, they are allies in your journey as a chosen one, guiding, protecting, and magnifying the energy that already resides within you. By consciously integrating these symbols and tools into your life, you maintain your shield, enhance your spiritual strength, and continue to walk your path with confidence, authority, and divine protection. Remember, chosen one, these objects and practices are not magic in themselves. They are extensions of your own divine power. The true force lies in your alignment, your intention, and your awareness. When you combine sacred symbols and tools with your inherent light, your faith, and your spiritual strength, you create an impenetrable barrier. Demons cannot approach, darkness cannot linger, and your path remains illuminated. Your light is reinforced, your protection is unwavering, and your connection to the divine is undeniable. Facing spiritual battles with confidence. Chosen one, now we reach a crucial point in your journey, understanding how to face spiritual battles with unwavering confidence. You have already discovered the sacred power within you, the faith that fortifies your spirit, and the tools and symbols that amplify your protection. Yet, the world will still test you. Darkness in many forms will attempt to challenge your authority, your light, and your inner peace. This is not a sign of weakness or failure. On the contrary, it is evidence that your presence matters, that your energy is potent, and that the forces of darkness are aware of the extraordinary power you carry. Spiritual battles often begin subtly. You may feel unease, inexplicable fear, or a sudden surge of negative thoughts that do not belong to you. These are not coincidences. Dark entities, or the vibrations of negativity, attempt to infiltrate your consciousness, hoping to create doubt, hesitation, or distraction. But as a chosen one, you are not defenseless. Recognizing the signs is the first step. Awareness is your first weapon. When you notice the shadows attempting to creep into your mind or your environment, acknowledge them without fear, without panic. The mere act of awareness signals to these forces that you are awake, alert, and aligned with higher frequencies they cannot touch. Confidence in spiritual battles stems from understanding your authority. You are not merely defending yourself. You are asserting the truth of your existence as a chosen one. Darkness cannot persist in the presence of light, clarity, and purpose. This is why the most powerful tool you have is your consciousness. Every thought you focus, every intention you set, and every action you take reinforces your aura and repels negative energy. You do not need to fight aggressively or react in anger. Your confidence is expressed in calm, deliberate, and purposeful energy, a force that demons cannot challenge. One of the most effective strategies for facing spiritual battles is prayer and invocation. Speaking directly to the divine, calling upon higher realms, and asking for guidance strengthens your spiritual shield and reaffirms your alignment. This is not a ritual performed out of fear, but a declaration of authority. It reminds both you and the unseen world that your protection is rooted in divine power, not personal effort alone. When you invoke the sacred, you are not asking for protection. You are asserting it. You are claiming your birthright as a chosen one, and darkness cannot withstand this assertion. Visualization is another powerful technique. Imagine yourself surrounded by a protective light, a radiant shield that extends in all directions. Feel its warmth, its strength, its impenetrability. Envision any negative energy being reflected away or dissipated as it approaches your aura. Visualization is not fantasy. It is a method of aligning your consciousness with your inherent power. The more vivid and consistent your practice, the stronger the barrier becomes. Demons cannot enter a space already occupied by the frequency of light you project. In addition to these practices, remember that your faith and spiritual strength are your constant allies. Doubt weakens your energy, creating temporary openings for negativity to linger. Fear acts as a doorway, allowing dark entities to exploit vulnerability. But unwavering faith closes that door. When you face challenges with trust in your purpose and belief in your divine guidance, your aura becomes unshakable. Your confidence is not pride. It is the recognition of an eternal truth. Your light is untouchable. It is essential to understand that spiritual battles are not always external. Often the greatest conflict occurs within, the battle against fear, uncertainty, and emotional turbulence. Demons exploit these internal struggles, hoping to distract you from your mission. This is why emotional mastery is so crucial. By maintaining calm, processing emotions consciously, and choosing alignment with truth over reaction, you neutralize the internal battlefield. Your inner stability reflects outward, making it impossible for darkness to take root in your environment or influence your decisions. Another important aspect is discernment. Not every challenge is a spiritual attack. Some difficulties are simply lessons or experiences necessary for growth. As a chosen one, you must learn to distinguish between ordinary life challenges and true spiritual confrontations. Misinterpreting life's tests as attacks can create unnecessary fear and weaken your confidence. The more you develop clarity and awareness, the more precise your response becomes. Spiritual battles require action, but action rooted in knowledge, not panic. Engaging with spiritual allies also strengthens your confidence. This does not necessarily mean others in the physical world, although like-minded, spiritually aware individuals can provide support. It also includes invoking guidance from angels or higher dimensional beings aligned with the light. These forces reinforce your aura, provide insight, and act as extensions of your protection. When you consciously call upon these allies, you demonstrate authority over your spiritual space, and darkness is forced to retreat. Physical and environmental alignment also plays a role in confidence during spiritual battles. Maintaining a clean, organized, and energetically balanced space prevents negative energy from accumulating. Practices such as smudging, sound cleansing, or simply keeping your surroundings intentional help to ensure that your aura is not compromised by external influences. Remember, the world and its energies are mirrors of your internal state. When your environment is harmonious, your confidence grows naturally, and the spiritual battles become easier to navigate. Confidence in spiritual battles is also about knowing your power is continuous. It does not fluctuate based on mood or circumstance. It is inherent. Demons may attempt to intimidate, manipulate, or frighten, but they cannot alter your essence. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your aura, deepens your alignment, and confirms your status as a chosen one. You are not reacting blindly. You are asserting your sovereignty in the spiritual realm. Finally, chosen one, remember this. Spiritual battles are not a sign of weakness or failure. They are a confirmation of your light, your influence, and your sacred role. Facing them with confidence is not optional. It is your duty, your birthright, and your power. When you stand firm, aligned with faith, awareness, and divine authority, darkness cannot touch you. Your aura remains intact, your light continues to shine, and your path forward is clear. Confidence is not about fearlessness. It is about certainty, clarity, and the unwavering recognition of the truth that defines you. Walk forward, chosen one, with authority and assurance. The forces of darkness may test you, but they cannot defeat you. Your light is your weapon, your faith is your shield, and your confidence is the unshakable proof that you are a chosen one. Every step you take, every breath you draw, and every intention you set fortifies your protection. Face the battles not with doubt, but with the knowledge that the unseen realm itself bows to the power you carry. The demons cannot come near you because you are aligned, you are strong, and you are unassailable. How your light is a weapon. Chosen One, now that you understand your power, your faith, and how to face spiritual battles with confidence, it is time to recognize a profound truth. Your light is not only a shield, it is a weapon. But do not misunderstand me. This is not a weapon of aggression, anger, or harm. It is a weapon of truth, clarity, and divine authority. It is the energy you carry, the vibration you emanate, and the aura that reflects your alignment with higher realms. Darkness cannot endure your light because it exposes everything that is false, weak, and corrupt. Your light, when consciously wielded, is your most powerful tool in the spiritual realm. Every chosen one possesses this unique energy, a radiance that transcends the physical and reaches into the unseen. It is the essence of your soul made manifest, the expression of your divine purpose in a frequency that demons cannot handle. When you shine with awareness, intention, and faith, your light becomes a force that repels negativity and transforms the energy around you. It is both defensive and offensive, not in the sense of harming others, but in the sense of reclaiming space, maintaining boundaries, and asserting your sovereignty in the spiritual realm. Darkness cannot abide in its presence, and the moment you step fully into your power, you begin to operate as a living weapon of light. The key to wielding your light effectively is consciousness. Your energy is constantly interacting with the world, and every thought, word, and action either strengthens or diminishes its potency. A chosen one who operates in alignment with divine truth amplifies their light naturally. Compassion, courage, and clarity act as intensifiers, increasing the reach and impact of your aura. Conversely, doubt, fear, or misalignment can dim it temporarily, but the power itself remains within you, ready to be reclaimed with intention. Recognizing this is the first step in transforming your light into a weapon. Visualization is a practical method to wield your light consciously. Envision your aura as a brilliant shield of radiant energy, extending outward, pulsating with divine power. See any negative force attempting to penetrate it and feel it dissolving as your light strengthens. This is not imagination, it is energetic alignment. The more you practice this, the more your subconscious begins to operate in harmony with your conscious awareness. Your light becomes active, responsive, and formidable, a weapon that does not require aggression because its very presence repels darkness. Your light also has the power to heal and restore. Many chosen ones underestimate this aspect. Darkness thrives not only on fear, but also on imbalance, suffering, and spiritual disconnection. By channeling your energy with intention, you can purify spaces, uplift individuals, and restore harmony. In this sense, your light is both protective and restorative. It prevents harm while actively dissolving negativity. Demons cannot endure this because it is the antithesis of their existence. Where your light touches, darkness flees. Another dimension of your light as a weapon is energy transference. When you connect consciously with others, your energy interacts with theirs. A chosen one can elevate and strengthen the spiritual field of others, creating a network of light that collectively repels darkness. This is why your presence alone often brings clarity, calm, and courage to those around you. Your weapon is not limited to self-defense. It is a force of transformation, a beacon that realigns energies in accordance with divine will. Intentionality amplifies the weaponized aspect of your light. Every time you act from your highest self, speak truth, or make decisions aligned with your divine purpose, your aura radiates a force that actively reshapes the energy around you. Darkness detects these frequencies immediately. It senses when your light is conscious, deliberate, and fully awakened. This is why a chosen one who walks in truth and alignment experiences fewer attacks and greater ease in navigating challenges. The very act of living as a beacon of light transforms your environment, making your presence in the world a declaration of spiritual authority. Confidence is inseparable from the power of your light. The moment you recognize that your energy is a living force, a weapon that cannot be touched by negativity, you begin to operate from authority. You no longer react from fear because your light is already asserting dominance over darkness. It is not aggressive, but it is unyielding. It is a force that holds its ground, protects sacred space, and maintains order in realms where chaos seeks entry. Your light also interacts with sacred symbols, tools, and practices to increase its potency. When you meditate, pray, or perform rituals, your energy resonates with these elements, creating an amplified effect. The combination of your inherent light with the vibrational energy of sacred tools creates a barrier that darkness cannot breach. It is the convergence of your personal power with universal forces, a synergy that transforms your aura into an active, unassailable weapon. Finally, Chosen One. Understand that your light is eternal. It cannot be destroyed, diminished, or taken away. Challenges may test its strength, negativity may attempt to overshadow it, but its essence is indestructible. The weapon of your light exists not because of external circumstances, but because it is the expression of your divine identity. To wield it effectively, you must remain conscious, aligned, and intentional. You must honor the sacred responsibility of carrying such power. When you do, you will move through the world with unshakable confidence, undeniable authority, and the knowledge that no darkness, no entity, and no force can come near you. Your light is not just a shield, it is your weapon, your declaration, and your presence in the spiritual realm. Use it wisely, Chosen One. Stand tall, radiate it fully, and remember that it is the most powerful force you possess. Darkness cannot survive where your light shines. It is both your protection and your authority, your defense and your influence, and the ultimate proof that you are untouchable, sacred, and divinely chosen. The importance of staying grounded. Chosen One, as powerful as your light is, and as formidable as your spiritual strength may be, there is one truth you must never forget. Your power is anchored in your connection to the earth. Grounding is the foundation of every Chosen One's spiritual authority. Without it, even the brightest light can flicker, and even the strongest aura can become vulnerable. Staying grounded does not diminish your divine energy. Rather, it channels it, stabilizes it, and ensures that your protection remains unshakable. When you are firmly rooted, you carry your power with clarity, purpose, and control. The essence of grounding is simple. It is the alignment of your energy with the life force of the earth. The planet itself vibrates with a frequency that supports stability, balance, and strength. When you connect with this energy, your aura becomes centered, your mind becomes calm, and your spiritual power flows in a steady, controlled manner. Grounding acts as a buffer, preventing the overwhelming influx of external energies, both positive and negative, from destabilizing your spiritual field. Demons, or any dark entities, cannot exploit what is firmly anchored. Your connection to the earth provides a baseline of strength that no force can override. There are many practical ways to remain grounded, Chosen One, and they need not be complicated. Walking barefoot on natural soil, feeling the grass beneath your feet, or connecting with running water are simple yet powerful ways to align with the earth's energy. Meditation practices that focus on visualization, imagining roots extending from your body deep into the earth, are equally effective. These roots anchor you, drawing energy from the planet to stabilize your spirit and enhance your aura. Each time you ground yourself, you create a foundation for your light to shine without interference and for your spiritual shield to remain intact. Grounding also cultivates humility and balance. As a chosen one, it can be tempting to focus entirely on your higher purpose, your divine energy, and the cosmic forces that guide you. Yet, Neglecting your connection to the material world creates instability. Arrogance, detachment, or disconnection from your physical self weakens the flow of energy through your body and aura. The earth acts as a stabilizing partner, keeping your power in harmony with reality, ensuring that your actions are both effective and sustainable. When grounded, your light remains strong, focused, and controllable, and the forces of darkness find no weak point to exploit. Your grounding practices also serve as protection. Just as a tree cannot be uprooted easily when its roots are deep, your spiritual field becomes impenetrable when anchored to the earth. Energy that is scattered, ungrounded, or disconnected creates openings, subtle channels through which negativity can attempt to intrude. By rooting yourself daily, you eliminate these vulnerabilities. Your aura becomes a fortress, your light radiates steadily, and demons find themselves repelled not only by your divine power, but by the stability that underpins it. It is also important to recognize that grounding is an ongoing practice, not a one-time effort. Life will constantly challenge your balance, and external energies will attempt to pull you off center. Daily rituals, intentional connection with nature, mindful breathing, and conscious awareness of your body all contribute to maintaining your grounded state. When you treat grounding as essential rather than optional, you create a reliable, continuous flow of protective energy that enhances every aspect of your spiritual power. Finally, chosen one, staying grounded amplifies the impact of your light. Your energy becomes focused, deliberate, and purposeful. It is no longer a diffuse force. It is a concentrated, directed presence that repels darkness and uplifts those around you. Grounding allows you to operate from authority, clarity, and confidence, knowing that your protection is anchored in both the divine and the earth. Your light does not waver, your aura does not falter, and the forces that seek to challenge you recognize your stability as an insurmountable barrier. Remember, chosen one, grounding is not merely a technique, it is a sacred partnership with the earth. It is the foundation that supports your divine power, the channel that stabilizes your aura, and the anchor that ensures your light remains unshakable. No demon can penetrate what is firmly rooted, no darkness can disturb what is balanced, and no challenge can destabilize what is aligned. Stand tall, connect with the earth, and carry your light with the steady confidence of one who knows their power is both eternal and unbreakable. Concluding advice for the chosen ones. Chosen one, as we reach the close of this message, it is time to take a moment to absorb the truth you have uncovered. You are not ordinary. You are a being of light, a soul chosen for a divine purpose, and a force the darkness cannot approach. Every insight shared, the understanding of your role, the awakening of your spiritual power, the cultivation of faith, the use of sacred tools, the mastery of spiritual battles, the weaponization of your light, and the importance of staying grounded serves one purpose: to remind you of the unshakable truth that you are protected, empowered, and untouchable. Remember, chosen one, your light is not passive. It is alive, active, and intentional. Every thought, every word, every action either strengthens or diminishes the energy that surrounds you. Nurture it, protect it, and wield it consciously. Your faith and spiritual strength are inseparable from this light. Doubt and fear may attempt to creep in, but they cannot exist where your awareness, alignment, and confidence reside. Your aura, fortified by your purpose, your grounding, and your rituals, is a fortress no darkness can penetrate. Walk through the world with awareness and authority. Let your presence be a declaration of your divine origin. Do not fear challenges or attempts by negativity to test you. They are merely reminders of the power you already carry. You are the living embodiment of light, and every step you take reinforces the truth that the forces of darkness cannot approach you. Finally, carry this knowledge beyond yourself. Share your light, support others in awakening their own power, and act as a beacon in a world that desperately needs illumination. You are a chosen one. Your path is sacred. Your protection is eternal. Your light is unstoppable. If this message resonates, take a moment to like, comment, and share it with others who are walking a similar path. Let them know the truth, that they too can awaken, stand strong, and become untouchable to the forces that seek to dim their light. Stand tall, chosen one, and embrace the power, purpose, and divine protection that is rightfully yours.